Hold up. Wait a minute. Is that rock Pauline? What's going on, guys? Kuro here. Very different video. I don't normally do this, but I have a theory regarding to Donkey Kong Bananza, the new Donkey Kong game. So if you wasn't aware, Nintendo of Korea, they released like a new image, basically a new like key visual for the game. Initially it was Donkey Kong and that rock character, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna call it Rocky Balboa, whatever it is. But the new image that they put in Nintendo of Korea, they changed the rock character to Pauline. Now I thought it was like intentional, but apparently if you go back to the website, on the page it's no longer Pauline, it's gone back or reverted back to Rocky. So this caused a lot of speculation, this sparked a lot of theories out on the internet. The main one, which is what I instantly thought of, is that maybe Rocky, this purple being, is actually Pauline. And if you look at this image, Pauline is babyfied, you know, baby version of Pauline or chibi version, whatever you call it. And coincidentally, where you know the rock is swapped to Pauline. If it was two separate characters, this picture would have three characters as opposed to the two Pauline and this Donkey Kong. But why is a rock character changed to Pauline? It's like they're linked in some way. So of course the big theory is that Rocky is Pauline. Kind of makes sense because they're both kind of small. Like the rock looks like kind of a baby character, Pauline is like a baby character in this iteration. But there's even more. Let's actually look into it further. So if you look at Pauline's bracelet, it's like this purple element. There's vibranium, iridium, vanadium, whatever you call that material in Donkey Kong Bananza, the purple material that's like hard to break, according to the Nintendo Treehouse livestream. So if you look at the bracelet, it's the same material. It's the same as, you know, the rock character. And that material looks like it has some sort of power or ability to it. So that probably explains why she has a bracelet. So maybe Pauline can have some abilities in the game. She's gonna help you. So that is like the big twist that people are figuring out right now. So it's kind of very similar to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, the twist with the boats. I won't say it just in case none of you guys have played it, even though it's like a 20-year-old game. But there is a twist regarding to that boat, and now there's a twist, it looks like, with that rock. To further support this, in Nintendo Treehouse Live, they show like basically the first part of the game, literally the introduction. And we actually see the rock character, Rocky, come down. So you see the first introduction to that character. So it comes crashing down to Ingot Isle, wherever this place is, and Donkey Kong actually inspects the place and inspects that rock being. In fact, I'll show it to you here just to make it more simple. Look, so this is the first time Donkey Kong actually confronts this rock being. Mind you, look how small this rock thing is. So it looks like a baby type of character anyways. So Donkey Kong picks it up, the rock gets scared. They both get scared, kind of funnily. Where am I? Still freaked out, and look at this. Monkey, so scary. Very similar to how Pauline is at the Donkey Kong arcade game. So skipping past a bit more, so scary, so scary. Of course, the rock is frightened, and look what Donkey Kong does. What does he do? He sings.
We forgot a way to soothe this thing.
Is he using his brain or his stomach?
Why not both?
Yeah, so.
Aww.
I think it's working.
Now it's a dancing rock.
The cutest dancing rock you've ever seen.
You're the one who saved me?
You could call it that.
I want to go with you.
I don't know about all this.
Who associates to singing? There's only one character in Mario, which is Pauline. And the singing actually soothes this rock being. Look, make music, and lo and behold, that actually eases this character. So this could be like the first introduction to like Pauline, how Pauline actually like start to love music and make music. Basically the origins of Pauline in a way. So that's a big hint already, right? That's a big connection. And another connection, this is something that nobody really clocked on or really talk about. So if you look at the bracelet on Pauline in this image from Donkey Kong Bananza, again, same material, which we discussed already, but there's only one bracelet on the left arm. If you look at every other iteration or most iterations of Pauline, it's the same thing. One bracelet on the left arm. So not two bracelets, just one. And this is the Mario Odyssey version Pauline as well. So maybe Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bananza are linked. Looks like the same world. Very similar like art style as well. So the reason why she probably has a bracelet here when she's an adult, it might be like a sentimental value to this bracelet that she had when she was younger. To me, it's crazy connection how everything kind of links. So it looks like Rocky is this character Pauline. Maybe throughout the game we're trying to like transform her back or transform Rocky back to Pauline. Because right now we know nothing about this rock creature at all. There has to be a story, right? There has to be a story for any of these new unique characters. Rocky is essentially the Cappy for Donkey Kong. Mario had the Cappy character, Donkey Kong has a rock character, but in this case Pauline, which makes a lot of sense considering Donkey Kong first version we've seen of him is with Pauline in a way. Even though apparently that's Cranky Kong. So Pauline's also like one of the first characters we see, like first Mario characters ever, ironically, considering she got forgotten for so many years. It's actually crazy that Pauline having like a more significant role than like Rosalina, same with Daisy, because they are technically more popular. But now we got back-to-back Odyssey and Bananza. She's playing like a big role, which I'm glad to see. She's probably one of my favorite alongside Rosalina, even though she's not a princess. Now people have been saying as well, like continuity and like timeline, it's not matching up because apparently in Arcade Machine that Donkey Kong is Cranky Kong, and if you look at Pauline's like an adult. Right now, let's skip back to present timeline. We got Donkey Kong Bananza, and in this game apparently we see Cranky Kong like a lot older, but Pauline is young this time. Like she chibifies, she's a baby. So it's not aligning. So what could be the case? This could potentially not be baby Pauline. It could actually be adult Pauline, but got transformed to a baby by like an enemy, a boss. And the whole story is to maybe transform it back to being an adult. So this could very well be adult Pauline turned to a baby. Who knows? Because right now it's not making a lot of sense. Yeah, so look, we can see Cranky Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza. So it's not aligning. Things are not making sense. So if that is actually Pauline, that's crazy because Pauline has a basic relationship with Cranky Kong in the first arcade game. But it would make a lot of sense to have Pauline to have a big role in a Donkey Kong game. They both are heavily involved or heavily connected in Donkey Kong franchise games. Surprisingly, no Diddy Kong or anything like that yet anyways. But if this is a way to make, you know, Pauline more relevant, I'll take it. I think she's a very cool character. Another speculation that people are assuming that it could be some time traveling stuff because of the Cranky Kong and Pauline, you know, plot hole that's being built up right now. So it looks like Donkey Kong could have been, you know, transported back to the past. I don't think so. I don't think they'll do time travel stuff yet. A wild prediction of mine, very wild. I don't know if they'll do this, but what if Pauline and The Rock being are separate, entirely separate characters? So we see like baby Pauline throughout the Donkey Kong journey in Bonanza, and maybe mid-game portion that maybe The Rock being like breaks apart or like theoretically, you know, dies, and baby Pauline probably takes like a portion of, you know, the piece as like a sentimental value, and so wears it like a bracelet, paying respect to that character. Who knows? It could be something like that. But a lot of theories. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Very different video. I just want to really discuss this. It's very interesting, honestly. It looks like it's more than just Donkey Kong game. They're actually gonna think about and put a good, like, entertaining story and not just a basic punch things, banana this, banana that. We still need to see my boy Diddy Kong, bro. No Diddy, but we need to see Diddy Kong. And what's the other one? Dixie Kong? Even one with the sunglasses, what's the name? Funky Kong. Bring me Funky Kong as well. Comment down below your theories, your speculation, and what you think about what they're gonna do for, you know, baby childlike Pauline. By the way, this has been taken down from Nintendo, I think, so it's kind of risky for me to talk about it. Plus, I don't think Nintendo wants this to be out there. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, catch you guys later. Bye.
やれやれだぜ。